Hi, everyone, and welcome to Grow God's Light. I am Prophet Kind here today. I thank you all for joining me. Let's pray. Yahweh is good. Yahweh is great. Yahweh is never, ever late. Amen and amen. Tonight, I'm dedicating this space, this time, my energy to my ancestors. Here's a tribute to them. It took me over 11 years to break each and every karmic generational curse off of my bloodline. I have freed my children. I have freed my grandchildren. I have freed everybody, every generation that comes after them. They are free from karmic generational curses. It was not easy. People, your own family, friends, co-workers, they don't want you to break karmic generational curses. They don't want you to be released from the chains and bonds of darkness. And today, I broke every curse. I removed every single karmic generational curse. Oh, y'all ain't listening to me. Every single karmic generational curse is off of me, off of my children, off of my grandchildren. How about that? Now listen, it goes further than that. So I'm going to celebrate. I'm wearing my crown. And I'm going to celebrate because my ancestors today is celebrating me in the kingdom. They said, guess what? You did it. Hey, you did it. Not only did I free me, my children, and my grandchildren, but I freed them. Y'all ain't listening to me. They are no longer chained and binded in the grave. They are no longer being taken advantage of, abused. They are no longer going to have their bones taken from their graves. They are no longer keeping them, locking their spirits up in the dark natures. See, they don't tell you about that. They don't tell you that your ancestors is locked down in the grave. They don't tell you they lock them down in the dark natures. They keep them as prisoners. They use and abuse them. And y'all, tonight, the ancestors said, guess what? We're celebrating you tonight in the kingdom because you broke every karmic generational curse off of our bloodline. So like I'm sitting here celebrating with y'all, they celebrating me in the kingdom tonight. They said you did it. Glory be to your name, Father. They said you did it. You accomplished it. That's why we gave it to you. We knew you could do it. And y'all, let me tell you, I've been through it. I lost cars, jobs, finances, promotions. They tried to do everything to me that they could. to break me. They said, you're not going to make it. You're not going to break the current generational curses off the bloodline. No, we want to keep you in prison. Like we took your ancestors and we imprisoned them. And they said, you're not getting out. You're going to stay in this dark matrix. We're going to keep on using you, abusing your spirit. We're going to keep on going to your grave and taking your bones out. Guess what, y'all? Y'all ain't listening to me here tonight. Oh, I'm celebrating with my ancestors. Oh, they said you're broken. You're broken. You're gone. Hey, hey, hey. There's no more lack. No more poverty. No more addictions. No more molestations. No more rapes. Y'all ain't listening to me. No more toxic people. No more harsh relationships. No more domestic violence. Y'all ain't listening to me. No more cheating. Ooh. They said you did it. You broke them. They're gone. Glory, 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 glory. Glory, 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 glory. Glory, 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 glory. We ain't putting no light on. Tonight is for my ancestors. Tonight I'm dedicating it to them. Who? People see me and they think, she does that so easy. But they don't see what you went through. They don't see all the sacrifices you gave up. They don't see the hard work you put in. They don't see the sweat and the tears. They don't see the spiritual warfare that comes for you because you're trying to break it out of the matrix. You're trying to get rid of the chains. You're trying to break all the bonds they put on you since you was a child, since your first heartbeat. They said, let me bind you to me. I'm going to use your energy. I'm going to deplete your life force. For years, y'all, they did it. They increased their lives. And they shifted, boop, their karmic debt to me. But you know what? Everything was under the authority. Every act, every reaction, every pain, every hurt, every despair, every depression. Listen, y'all, they even tried to get me to commit suicide a few years ago, just so I couldn't get to this point to release me, release my ancestors from lack, poverty, rape, molestation, thievery, murder, kill, sicknesses. Y'all ain't listening to me. Illnesses, cheating. Y'all ain't listening to me. Sexually transmitted diseases. You're not getting out of the darkness. You're staying here with us. We want you on drugs. We want you drinking alcohol. We want you to be promiscuous. We don't want you to have a husband. We want you to cheat. We want them to cheat on you. We contracted them to come in your life and break you. We contracted them to come in your life and cheat on you. We wanted to hurt you so bad. We wanted to put you down so that you can't break these karmic generational curses. We want to use you and abuse you so you can't break them. We want to send you sick spells, disease spells. Listen, they even contracted gay men. Are y'all listening to me? They contracted gay men to come in my life, to get in relationships, to have children. Are y'all listening to me? In the hopes that I would get a disease. Just so I couldn't get to this day. They was throwing it. Bam, 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 bam. They threw everything. I lost a few cars. And I still look like this. They said, wait, what's wrong with her? How you gonna smile through losing cars? How you gonna smile when you gotta go to work, get off the bus, get off the train, and walk 3-4 miles home? How's she smiling? They took me 3 times. 3 times. They made things be in a way where I would lose my home. A home that I worked 3 jobs to get. And they said, you know what? If we gotta take the home, take the cars, take the jobs, block the promotions, block the finances, listen, she'll break. She'll never get to that day. Remove the thing that she loved. And I went just like this. Remove this person from her life. Remove that person from her life. And I went just like this. Because I don't live my life for any man or woman on the outside of me. I live my life for Yahweh. So when someone takes a person out of my life, that means that Yahweh's going to bring me in 5 more. Are y'all listening to me? See, they thought I'm going to hurt her. I'm going to remove this out of her life. Let me tell you, Yahweh brought me 8 more in to win. What they thought was for my bad, Yahweh turned it into my good. When they said to these men, y'all, I'm going to pay you, go in, gaslight her, and love bomb her. This is what they paid for. So the men did it. And guess what? I said, see, we have somebody doing black magic behind the screen. I rebuke you. Ancestors, whoever this person is, take them down. Thank you. The candles that they lit behind the screen, blow them out. Whatever entity, excuse me, whatever entity that they called in, have the entity mess with all of them right now. You understand my power, right? Have the entity mess with them right now, each and every one of them. Any black magic being sent out towards this screen right now, lock it into their energetic signature. Hell, I need you to handle that right now. There's a disrespect coming in that won't win. You don't disrespect my lineage. You don't disrespect my royal ancestors. This is their night. So, ancestors, you have my authority to come on in and win. Brother Archangel Michael, come on in. Armor up this sanctuary before my brothers and sisters and anybody that's against it. Ancestors, I call you upon this round. Right now, take them down. Sit on their beds. Sit in the back of their cars. As a matter of fact, ancestors, this is your night, and they interrupted it. Don't let them sleep tonight. Since they want to play. Since they want to send black magic, then let's play with them. So when they're trying to sleep, touch them. When they're trying to sleep, blow on them. Since you want to see what type of power I have, and whatever entity they conjured up, entity, play with them. You have my authority to go to every one of their houses and play with them. Since they want to do black magic, they want to light candles. They want to send shut up spells. How about this? Ancestors, let's make them shut up tonight. Let's humble them tonight. You're not going to get no sleep tonight. And when you hear something fall in your home, I want you to know it's the ancestors, my ancestors, coming for you. You think you're going to come through a sermon that I'm honoring them with here tonight, and you think they're not going to come do nothing to you? Okay. Okay. They'll be right there. Enjoy that, okay? This is going to be the last night that you sleep in your life. You're going to feel something touch you. You're going to feel something blow on you. You're going to hear something fall in your home. You're going to see somebody sitting on your bed. You want the battle. We bringing the war. You're going to see somebody walk past your room and go into the bathroom. You're going to see somebody sitting in your back seat. Because see, now, since I broke every karmic generational curse, oh yeah, ancestors, the family that disrespected me, the family that came after me, the family. You have my authority. Do what you do. Come upon this round and take them all down. I'm going to sit on my throne, drink my water, eat my popcorn, and watch it go down. Because see, now, for years, y'all been taking advantage of them. You've been abusing them in the grave, stealing their bones out the grave, keeping them chained and binded. You kept them chained and binded just to abuse them. Just to use them for black magic. Well, celebrate good times. Come on. Here's to you, ancestors. Here's to your freedom. You are now able to leave those graves. You are now free to do whatever you want to do to celebrate. You know, when they told me to take this walk over 11 years ago, 11 years, it took me 11 years of spiritual warfare, spiritual attacks, hate, jealousy, envy. 11 years. These folks put me through it. My ancestors didn't tell me that I would be freeing them too. They kept that until today. They did tell me, you're going to go through it. They're going to use everything they have to keep you trapped, chained and binded. Because they don't want you to break these curses. They feel if they stuck in them, you're going to be stuck in them. If their children's stuck in them, your children's going to get stuck in them. If their grandchildren's going to be stuck in them, your grandchildren's going to be stuck in them. So they're going to throw everything they can at you. Everything. But don't be upset. Everything you go through is going to make you stronger. Remember, you're fighting curses that's been in the bloodline for centuries, decades, years. And we chose you to break them. Now you're going to have some bumps and bruises, sore bones and body aches. But we know you. You can do it. We're going to tell you everything you need to do to get through it. Just trust us and keep moving forward. And then today they said, all the spiritual warfare is over. You broke every karmic generational curse that's been in our bloodline for centuries. Congratulations. We love you. And tonight we celebrate you in the kingdom. Do you know how that makes me feel? That my ancestors is celebrating me in the kingdom. For breaking every karmic generational curse that they tried to break every single generation. They tried it. And they failed. And they said, this baby right here can do it. She's going to get bumps and bruises, scars and marks, wars and battles, but she can do it. There's going to be a lot of things taken away from her. Assets, money, friendships, relationships, jobs, promotions, materialistic things, but she can do it. There's going to be domestic abuse, rapes and molestations and She's even going to get an abortion at a very young age. But with us, she can do it. And tonight, as I sit here before you, knowing that my ancestors are freed from lack and poverty, domestic abuse, rape, molestation, cheating, and marriages, stealing, doing black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, necromancy, creating voodoo dolls. I broke the curse. My children and grandchildren are free of it all. And every generation that comes after them is freed from it all. To know when I leave this realm and go to the next one, that my children, grandchildren, and all future generations that will come from them will never ever face lack, poverty, rape, molestation, be sex trafficked, stolen from, given illnesses, placing sicknesses in their life, poisons and sacrifices and dark arts. Gone. 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 Every parent's blessing before they leave their children is to make sure they will live a good life. It's okay to go. They'll be okay. And I can sit here tonight and state, if Yahweh was to take me home tomorrow, I would say, okay, Father, I'm ready. I did what I was born to do. My kids and grandkids and all future generations that will come after them will not have to get 3 jobs like I did. Will not have to put extra labor on their temples of worship, also known as their bodies. Will not have to struggle or have hardships in life. Will recognize toxic people, toxic places, toxic things. Will not put poisons in their bodies. And will live righteously under the authority of Yahweh. And to know my ancestors was being abused, chained and binded, used. In their afterlife for black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, necromancy, and voodoo dolls. They was using them. They're coming for you. Because now they're free. And not just the ones you had stuck in the graves. The ones you had stuck downstairs. The ones where you abuse your authority. You kept making promises. If they do this for you or do that for you, you get them out of hell. You lied. You used them. You took advantage of them. Okay? They're saying, okay. You never know the outcome of an ancestor. You know, when they bring us on this planet, right? Because there's an earth angel chosen one in every family, every generation, so that when the earth angel chosen one leaves this realm, there's another one in their place. But these folks, they knew about it, so they sacrificed them. They didn't want them to escape from the dark matrix. They wanted them to be chained, binded. They wanted them to be drug addicts and alcoholics, sex addicts. Listen, y'all, they even got them to sleep with everybody, including their family members, in sex rituals and cults and cuts. That's nasty. I'm not having sex with no family member for no type of magic. So the ancestors said, we don't want that nastiness either in the bloodline. So we're going to choose you. You need to break that curse. Sleeping with your own family members. Sleeping with your family members' husbands. Sleeping with your family members' boyfriends. Listen, sleeping with your family members' girlfriends. Girls sleeping with girls. Boys sleeping with boys. My ancestors said, no. We don't accept that. So we need you to break this curse. We're not sharing husbands and we're not sharing wives. We're not going to take the young people and start teaching them black magic. Hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, necromancy. We're not teaching the young people in the future generations and our bloodlines to make voodoo dolls. And all of you have been wondering, why? Why would they have me walk away from all these people? Because if you would have stayed, you would not be breaking your karmic generational curses. When you're in the energy of people who's not trying to ascend, grow, increase, and be prosperous, they choose to stay in the lack and the poverty. They choose to stay lazy. So if you're there, if they smoke a cigarette around you every day, you're going to smoke a cigarette. If they drinking liquor every day, you're going to drink liquor. They getting high every day. Rice Krispie, marijuana juice, cookies, brownies, gummies, whatever. You're going to have it too. So your ancestors said, act. We need to get them away from the temptation. That's the first thing. Now, it's going to be tough love for them, but we need to get them away. Then they moved you. Because when you continue the drugs, the alcohol, the unprotected sex. When you continue to break the laws and the commandments, right? In your families, they are bringing more karmic generational curses into the bloodline. Incest is a karmic generational curse. I don't want my kids with that curse. I don't want their kids with that curse. It's disgusting. So I said I'll take every scratch, every mark, every cut, every broken bone, every loss in finances, every loss in the vehicles that was taken away. Listen, if you have to make me sick a couple of times so I can heal, I'll take that too. But my kids is not carrying no karmic generational curses of illness in their blood. Are you following me? So send me all the abuse you want. That's how much I love my kids, my grandkids, and every future generation that will come after me. So I came back to make sure my children don't receive contracted lovers in their life. I came back to make sure that my children, my grandchildren, don't get love bombed. I came back to make sure that my children don't get diseases that you want them to get, a loss in their finances, a loss of their vehicles, a loss of their jobs. I don't want them to get that. So I took the battles. I took the wars and said, bring it. And I said to my ancestors, as long as I'm able, willing, and ready to end every situation like this, I surrender. I'm good. You see, it's hard to break karmic generational curses with old paradigms. It's hard to break karmic generational curses when they done reinforced, reconstructed, and conditioned and programmed your brain and brainwashed you to believe fame and fortune is it. Stealing is it. Corruption is it. Illegalities is it. And when you try to live life in a normal way, people can't accept it. If you're not being used or abused, taken advantage of, being stolen from, sacrificing people, you can't be a part of our clique. I don't want to be. You see, that clique is not going to the kingdom. I want to go to the kingdom. So I will not be sleeping with my family members. I will not be sleeping with my friends, regardless of the gender, might I add. I will not be sleeping with my co-workers, religious cults that sleep with each other's mans and husbands. Now that's a curse that I choose to break out of the blood of my children and grandchildren and our future generations to come from them. Because if I'm not on this round and I see my children having sex with their family members, man or woman, I'll beg Father to come back here and put my foot so far up their behind that they will not be able to continue life. So if I have to work extra hard and lose money, assets, materialistic things, blood curse contracts, diseases from demonic forces, then I'll do that to save my children. Because my children is the future me. And I don't want them to face any hardships, any struggles. I don't want them working 3 jobs. I don't want them to be looked over with promotions. And I don't want them to ever, ever think they got to settle for lack and poverty. So I took everything away from them so that they can't have it in their life, their children's lives, or their grandchildren's lives on this planet. So tonight, I celebrate I'm so excited I can't get it out. I celebrate with them. And to be able to accomplish it before the kingdom. Yahweh, and my royal Egyptian bloodline and the rest of the bloodlines in the kingdom. I get to celebrate myself. And do you know how I celebrate myself? I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't have unprotected sex, I don't do none of that. I live by the laws of the Spirit. I follow the commandments. But do you know how I'm going to celebrate it? When I get off of here, I'm going to go on my knees with Yahweh and celebrate it with Him. That's how I'm going to celebrate it. And then I'm going to keep on putting on the drums for the sounds as I dance around here tonight and celebrate it with my ancestors because they're now free. And that makes me feel good to know they will no longer be used, no longer will be abused, and they're no longer chained and binded to this realm for black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, santeria, necromancy, or voodoo dolls that you lock their spirit into to help you. They will no longer be disrespected in their final resting place as you went to their graves and took bones out. You shouldn't have done that. You should not have done that. The ones that you have on your altars, they're coming for you. Yeah, they are. They're coming for you. And everybody else that worked with you, they're coming for you too. I would be more afraid of them, who you had chained and binded for centuries, than I would for hell that's coming for you too. Because the ancestors have plenty of stuff to say since you decided to sacrifice them too. Steal from them too. Take what wasn't yours from them too. They have a lot to say about it. There's only one problem with that. You can't see them unless they want you to. So tonight, brothers and sisters, I wanted to share this news with you, that it took me 11 years to break these karmic generational curses. Oh, for me and my children, grandchildren, and all future generations to come. If I can do it, if I can do it, brothers and sisters, you can do it too. Find out in your bloodlines the sins that's being broken in your bloodline. You have to love your family from a distance. You cannot break karmic generational curses, right? In their energy. If they keep on breaking karmic generational curses in your energy, they will stay in your energy. I started this journey of healing these curses over 11 years ago. 11 years ago. That was a lot of lessons, and that was plenty of tests. That is how I sit here tonight before you. I am not going to sit here and tell you it was easy, because it was not. But if you want to clear your children and your grandchildren from these karmic generational curses, you need to take a look at your bloodline and see what spiritual laws are being broken, what commandments are being broken, and what sins, what worldly sins are being committed in your bloodline. They are curses. Why? Because your family kept transferring them down generation after generation after generation after generation after generation after generation. They didn't want to stop drinking the alcohol. They didn't want to stop doing the drugs. They didn't want to stop being promiscuous. They didn't want to stop the cheating, the stealing, the molestation. They didn't want to stop stealing, siphoning, and harvesting people's energy. They were energy vampires. They didn't want to stop it. So they started teaching other family members how to do it. Not my children. Not my grandchildren. We don't siphon, harvest, or steal divine power / energy. And we don't deplete Yahweh's life force. We're not trying to get blocked out of the kingdom. We're trying to get in the kingdom. So why would we break worldly laws? Why would we commit worldly sins when this is not your final resting place? Why would you serve a place that's not your final resting place? And while I'm here, let me address something here to this male. You went around and you told people, you defamed my character. Not only you, but quite a few of you did. It was a whole group of you. You decided to defame my character. You sent a gay male in to have a relationship with me, and you felt as though this gay male would be with me long enough to give me HIV. But it didn't work out like that. Yahweh had me walk away from this male. So the male decided, when I informed him that he is gay, he had a problem with that. I informed him because if you're gay, that's your business. But do not come into a relationship with me. And don't inform me that you are gay. I don't have a problem with any gay people. But I do have a problem with you not being honest with me. And you, if you are gay and you decide you want to get into a relationship with somebody, you need to be honest with them too. Because nobody has the right to put anybody's life at risk. Nobody. To the males, you went out here, you told groups that you had sex with me. Where? Where did you have sex with me? I'm celibate. So if you had sex with me, that means I'm not celibate. Now, think about this for a minute. I'm an earth angel chosen one, right? And I'm celibate. Disease free. Don't have no diseases. Have the paperwork to back it up. Right? You men went and told people you had sex with me. Where? Where did you have sex with? Because it wasn't me. I'm not promiscuous. And I don't go out here and sleep with anybody and everybody. First and foremost, I'm a nurse. Seen too much, experienced too much to go do that with my temple worship. So you men out here spreading lies, talking about you had sex with me, you had a threesome with me, and all this other crazy stuff. I want you to know, I just surrendered all your stories and your lies to the Heavenly Father. Since you're going out telling people that an earth angel chosen one had a threesome. You went out and told people that I'm promiscuous. You went out and told people that I infected you with HIV. Prove it. Bring your medical documentation and I'm going to bring mine. Prove it. Take me to court. I want you to. Take me to court and tell them that I infected you with HIV. And let's see what happened by the time court is over with. it will be you that's found guilty, not me. I'm 1000% healthy. And I ain't have sex with none of you. Not one of you. So if you're having sex with me, if you had a threesome with me, prove it. Show me the pictures of me in a threesome. Because it wasn't with me. I don't do threesomes. All these lies that you people go out in the world and you try to defame a person's character. You can't defame my character. Nobody. Because I know who I am. And I know what I will do and what I will not do. And that is to sell myself short on this planet when I know my worth. And my worth will never be in a threesome. My worth will never be with another female. So all your little love spells that you're doing in the background, female, it won't happen. Your love spell will never work here. I am not into women at all. Never will be. You can use the highest extent of black magic on this planet, and it still won't work on me. Same goes for the men. All of you are behind the scenes doing black magic. Love spells, come to me spells, sex magic. Do you see me in a relationship with you? I'm just saying. Paying everybody. Love spells, sex magic. Even conjure up an incubus or a succubus. We can get her to go gay. You sound stupid. I don't date women. If that's your preference, that's your business. But I don't date women. Never will. That's not what I'm into. So all you men behind the scenes, along with this female who's bisexual, you're trying to hide it in the closet. You don't want nobody else to know that you're bisexual. That's your business. But the love spells you're doing, you're wasting your money. All the rest of the men who is out here doing love spells on me or any other earth angel chosen one, they don't work on us. They never will. For you to go out here and tell people that I am a lesbian, I cheated with a woman and gifted you HIV. I just surrendered you to my Heavenly Father. First and foremost, I don't have sex with women. And I don't have HIV. Now, it's time for you to come out the closet. See, you need to tell people who you cheated with it was a man, not a woman. You need to tell people how you and your gay partner is out here in the world gifting HIV to other men, other women. unbeknown to them. I also surrendered that to my Heavenly Father. Because anyone on this planet who chooses to go out in the world knowing you're HIV positive and you still choose to spread this disease to people who don't have it, you need to be stopped and prosecuted. So again, I say, if you had sex with me, prove it. Because my time is not going to match your time. Your pictures is not going to match my face. And your documents definitely won't match mine. Because I don't have any health ailments or any sexually transmitted diseases. People can't accept rejection. I just want to ask you, brothers and sisters, has anybody ever rejected you? What did you do? Chalked it up? Okay, they rejected me. All right, no problem. Let me move on with my life. But people, they can't accept it. Well, I want a private investigator. Follow them wherever they go. Well, I want to pay the community to keep an eye on them. Well, I want to know where they go at for work. Well, I want a coworker to keep an eye on them. I'm going to pay them too. What part don't you get? The person don't want you. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can hire a detective. You can hire a private investigator. You can hire the neighbors. You can hire the community. You can even hire the job. But if the person don't like you, the person don't like you. Get over it. You can do all the tarot card readings. You can do all the black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, century, necromancy. If the person don't have love in their heart for you, you're wasting all of your money. All of it. Be like other people in this world. When they get rejected, losing their jobs, they get over it. When they get rejected from anything else, they get over it. Because they move on with their life. And that's what you need to do. And the ancestors are going to help you with that. You can't walk away from people in this world, brothers and sisters. They want to sacrifice you. Well, if you're not going to let me use you and abuse you physically, mentally, and spiritually, then I'm just going to sacrifice you. How'd that work out for you? Well, if I can't take advantage of you and take you for everything that you got, then I'm going to sacrifice you. How'd that work out for you? Well, I'm going to go pay them to do death spells and money spells and freezer spells and sick spells and heart attack spells and suicide spells. How'd that work out for you? You do know what you put out comes back from the universe. You see, it's amazing to me that these people put all these evil intentions out into the world. They let the frequencies pick them up. All these low vibration frequencies is picking up all this negativity. You wonder why all the things is going wrong in the world. The cyclones, floods, weather patterns changing. We're getting warmer days than we should. We have the glaciers melting. We have a tsunami getting ready to come up. You wonder why all these things are happening. Did you just think karmic debt applied to a human being? Did you think that? You didn't think that if the karmic debt's not paid off by the human being in this world, that the karmic debt will be carried out from the elements on this planet? You didn't think that, huh? You didn't think that people who die that owes karmic debt, where is it going? Who gonna pay it off if they died? Think about it. They didn't pay off the karmic debt. And they didn't break karmic generational curses. Can you tell me where that energy goes? And let's not forget, for centuries, you did black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, santerism, necromancy. You even created voodoo dolls and summoned up the dead. You disturbed the unrested. So I want you to tell me, is that karmic debt? We have millions of people dying and they did not pay off their karmic debt. We have millions of people dying and they did not break karmic generational curses. Where do you think it goes? You think it just goes down in the soil? No, it doesn't. Where's the person's Akashic record? In the universe, right? In the person's soul, right? But the person died. Person gone. Still got an Akashic record filled with karmic debt, karmic generational curses, and then the person did black magic on top of it. I have a question here tonight. Is the scales balanced? We're talking about karmic control here tonight. That's the name of our sermon. So when you're putting out all this negative energy, when a person put out all this negative energy, when you're inviting demonic forces to come into a realm that is not for them. So let's get this right. You're conjuring up stuff you know nothing about, first and foremost. You know absolutely nothing about it. You go on your little books, your little computers, your little laptops, and you look it up online. When people don't understand, they have all these witch books to conjure up this and conjure up that and conjure up this and conjure up that, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to send this to them and we're going to send... And didn't know hell was setting you up. They were setting you up to fail. What would possess people to think that the darkness would ever defeat the light of Yahweh? Can you please somebody help me? What would make you think? Did you hear the confirmation? Did you hear the confirmation come through? What would ever make you think that the darkness would defeat the light of Yahweh? It was a setup to get you. The universe, the kingdom, the earth, right? And every other planet in the universe must balance out the scales. Are you following me? We're talking about karmic control here tonight. They must balance out the scales. So if you have millions of people dying, didn't pay off their karmic debt, didn't break karmic generational curses in the world, that means their karmic debt wasn't paid off, right? That means their karmic debt, their karmic generational curses is still in their Akashic records, and the Akashic records are still in the universe. That means it was not balanced out. So what do you think the universe is going to do with the planet that did not balance out the scales? Can you tell me what you think they're going to do? Because the person that owed the debt, the person that didn't break the karmic generational curses, they gone. But they left the imbalance in the Akashic records. The Akashic records is in the universe. What you think the universe going to do to balance out the scales? It's going to send back to the planet where the debt and curses was not paid for or broken, right? And it's going to do whatever it needs to do to balance out the scales. Now, if you had 50,000, 100,000, 150,000 people that died that didn't do it, look at your weather patterns. 200,000 that didn't do it, look at your weather. 300,000 that didn't do it, look at your glaciers melting. We're so worried about politics instead of worrying about this earth. It's in trouble. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Is it laying in your vibration? Something's off. We have 55 as a temperature in December. Is that not alarming to you? But you're so worried about politics. Is anybody looking at humanity? We put all this nonsense on TVs, cell phones, computers, and laptops. Is anybody looking at survival? Because rather you're looking at it at not. We all are under karmic control. What is control? An action. That produces a reaction. What is karmic control? Aggressive action. You're standing in it. It produces a reaction. Are you witnessing it? The temperature change, the sea animals dying, the cyclones happening, the hurricanes popping up 3 at a time, the tornadoes just taking place, boop, 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 at the same time. The floods is making its way around the globe. And man, all you worried about is karmic control and humanity. All you worried about is karmic control in humanity. You see, brothers and sisters, they don't tell you, right? Let's just put it out here. They don't tell you that when you do drugs, when you drink alcohol, when you have unprotected sex, they didn't tell you that's karmic control over you. Why? How? They aggressively causing you an action, right? That produces a reaction for them. Are you following me? Let me say that again. It's called karmic control, right? It is an aggressive action. Is drugs an aggressive action, brothers and sisters? When it goes into your body, is alcohol an aggressive action when it goes into your body? Is unprotected sex an aggressive action that goes into your body? I'm just saying. Do all 3 of them produce a reaction? Do you know what the aggressive action is? Are you ready for this answer? The aggressive action is they stole, forced, bended your free will. Are you following me? And when you ingested it, because you ingested drugs, you ingested alcohol, you ingested sex. You ingested it. It went into you. It caused a reaction in you. Guess what they did? When they bended your free will, because we're going to be below the veil here tonight, they bended it, right? Boop. And you took it in. You ingested it, right? And they made you produce a reaction, right? You became high. You became drunk. You became aroused. They produced a reaction in you. Guess where the reaction went? Was you vulnerable for the drug? Yes. Was you vulnerable for the alcohol? Yes. Was you vulnerable for the sexual intimacy that you use no protection for? Yes. Guess what? They said, how could I be held accountable? All I did was produce a action. They planted the bait. Boop. Right? And you produced an action. They wanted to see if you took the bite. And you produced a reaction. You consecrated them bending your free will. When they crossed over, your energetic signature. Deep, isn't it? You did not know. Every time you did a drug, every time you drank alcohol, every time you went out here and had unprotected sex, you did not know they was getting you to produce an action. Is ingestion an action? Yes. You produced a reaction to that action. You consecrated it in your energetic signature. They said, listen, they authorized me to come in to win. What you didn't know was the exchange. Government going like this one. What you didn't know was the exchange, right? Very well hidden, but a heavy illusion. But you didn't recognize the exchange. You see, when they got you down into a low vibration, right, of the drug, of the alcohol, and of the unprotected sex, you was out of it for however long. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes. But you was out of it. And when you was out of it, they was making an exchange. Are you ready? They was making an exchange using your energetic signature and your divine power. Let's keep going. They had the energy, your divine power. They had the authorization. You ingested it. Right? You produced a reaction. You was high, intoxicated, or aroused. Vulnerable, period. They exchanged you. Put you on another reality. Another dimension. But you out of it. You don't know. Right? 30, 40, 50, 60, 2 hours, you out of it. You don't know. So now they're making the exchange. Follow me, brothers and sisters, because this is deep. They got you locked in a frequency on a low vibration, low self-esteem, right? They place you in another reality. They put you in another dimension, another time, period. You think you're on this realm when you're high, when you're drunk, and when you're having sexual intimacy. You're vulnerable. You think you're on this realm, but you're not. You want to know a secret? When you're high, when you're drunk, when you're having unprotected sex, your temple of worship becomes vulnerable. You're not in your right state of mind, right? So they take that time period and use it as an exchange, and they place you in another reality, unbeknown to you. You just think I'm high, I'm drunk, and I'm having sexual intimacy. They place you in another dimension, under another time zone. They make the exchange. Listen to me. You get their karmic debt. Did you just say what I said? In the exchange, they're utilizing karmic control. You're receiving their karmic debt. They're receiving your divine power. What is it called? Siphoning, harvesting, and stealing your life force. Did you hear me, brothers and sisters? You want to know the game, right? It's called the Dark Matrix. Let us lock it in to win. When you step into our dark, we have our own big arc. Did you hear me? So I want you to think about this. Worldwide, thousands of people, right? Worldwide drink alcohol every night. Every night. Thousands. Listen, it might be millions that drink it every night. And do not realize they're under karmic control. They take thousands, maybe millions, right? You're out having fun, drinking with your friends, getting drunk, getting high, having unprotected sex, right? You're talking about millions of people. They cast delusions over you. Boop, 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 boop. They already know you're going to go down to low vibration, low self-esteem, right? So they send in that frequency to lock you in. Go find John. John is drunk. Go find Katie. Katie is drunk. Go find Michael. Michael is drunk. Go find Carol. Carol is drunk. Go find Diane. Diane is drunk. They lock in the frequency. Thousands, millions intoxicated or high, right? We got an opportunity. We have how many? Y'all keep thinking they don't have those satellites up in the sky for reasons of greed. So we have how many on the satellite? How many? Let me see. Okay, worldwide right now we have We have 5 million people intoxicated, and we have 2 million people high right now, worldwide, everywhere. All right, so this group right here, they're going to be intoxicated for an hour. And this group over here, they're going to be intoxicated for 3 hours. And this group over here, they're going to be high for like 2 hours. And this group over here, they're going to be higher longer because they not only took in one drug, they took in two. They not only took in two, they took in three. So they like, okay, group number one, set them up in reality such and such. Put them on dimension such and such. They're going to be there for an hour and a half. Group two, set them up on reality such and such. Put them on dimension such and such. Are you listening to me? Group three, can you set them up on reality such and such? And set them on dimension such and such. Set the clock at. They said they're going to be high for 3 hours, 3 hours. They said they're going to be high for 2 hours, 2 hours. They said they're going to be intoxicated for 3 hours, 3 hours. They said they're going to be intoxicated for an hour and a half, an hour and a half. So they put you on a reality, right? They put you on a reality. The reality is the heavy illusion. The heavy illusion is you're high, you're drunk, you're having sexual intimacy, right? Drugs, vulnerable in the temple. Alcohol, vulnerable in the temple. Unprotected sex, vulnerable in the temple. We got 2 hours to make an exchange here, an hour and a half to make it there, 3 hours to make it there, and 2 to make it there. 50,000 here, 100,000 there, 25,000 there, and 250,000 on that one. Get the realities ready. Right. Get the dimensions ready. Set the clock. The countdown. Because we got all these folks, thousands, millions of them, under karmic control. But place the illusion. Let them think where they sit. Let them think where they lay. Let them think they're in that time zone. See, government, you tried to keep me asleep because you did not want me to get out your dark matrix secrets. You didn't want people to know the truth and clarity of your drugs and alcohol. Now, here's the icing on the cake, brothers and sisters. Are you listening to me? The realms that they lock you in is demonic. You see, we can't get you to a demonic realm unless we get the demonic drug in you. Are you following me? We can't get you to a demonic realm unless you take in the demonic alcohol. No, are you following me? We can't get you to the demonic realm if we don't have a succubus or incubus demon have sex with you. Are you following me? In all of them. Drugs, alcohol, sex. Guess where your spirit goes? I said you was vulnerable, right? And when the temple of worship is vulnerable, that means you have no spiritual protection. So your spirit inside of you says drugs is foreign object. Alcohol is foreign object. Sexual intimacy is a false foreign object. Why? You didn't follow the spiritual laws. You didn't follow the commandments. And since the laws was broken, you gave the authority, you gave them the authorization to bend your free will. You gave them the authority through your energetic signature to siphon, harvest, and steal your divine energy / power, divine power / energy. You gave them the authority, the authorization to deplete your life force. They made an exchange. They like, wait a minute. They partying. You wonder why the drug dealers get richer? You wonder why the CEOs of alcohol get richer. You wonder why the doctors get richer. You wonder why the chemists get richer off of giving you medicine when you get a sexually transmitted disease. Because when you are in the reality and you are in the dimension and they make an exchange with the heavy illusion over you, they said, we got 45 minutes, we got an hour, we got an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours to make this exchange. Send my karmic debt and my karmic generational curses into their conscious minds. Meanwhile, send me back their divine power, their divine energy, their spiritual inheritance, right? This is what they're doing. Every time you high, every time you drunk, every time you're having unprotected sex, they're like this in the background. And each time you do it, they deplete your life force. Confirmation. Father just said, say to them, every time you do it, you get weaker. Father is saying that is your confirmation that they are depleting your life force. In every exchange that they do with you, they pull your life force out. They pull your divine power out. They pull your energy out. They're pulling out your spiritual inheritance. And they got you on lockdown. Well, they're going to go out every Friday, right? Her and her friends going to go out drinking every Friday. They got you on lockdown. So we're going to have 5 spiritual inheritances coming into our energy. And you're going to be picking up their karmic debt and their karmic generational curses. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. What is that called? They're making sure that you stay locked in, locked down, chained, and binded in karmic debt. Is lack and poverty a karmic debt, brothers and sisters? They're making sure you stay chained, binded, stuck, and confused with your karmic generational curses. It's called karmic control. I'm going to transfer my karmic debt in your life. And I'm going to steal your divine power, your divine energy, your spiritual inheritance, and I'm going to drain your life force. And you gave me free will to it. So I'm going to keep on going out here in the world. I'm going to keep on doing wrong. I'm going to keep on increasing karmic debt. I'm going to keep on increasing karmic generational curses because you allow me to dump it all on you. So they sit behind the scenes and they celebrate good times. Come on. You sitting there wondering, why it seem like the drug dealers, the CEOs, the liquor stores, the doctors, the chemists, they getting richer and richer and richer. And where you at? Are you still standing in the same spot, same position that you was the previous year? Then that means they won. You didn't move, but they did. They went like this, increase, and you went like this. Every time you drink alcohol, every time you do drugs, every time you have unprotected sex, they're depleting your energy. They're taking your spiritual inheritance. They decided, you know what? I found a way to dump our karmic debt into innocent people's lives. All we have to do is get them to invest. All we need them to do is bend their free will. And we can go straight in for the kill. And when we go in for the kill, we can cash out on that too. It's called Karmic Control. You are the investment, and they are the investors. Are you listening to me? And they're making money off of your spiritual inheritance. Meanwhile, you're staying stuck, chained, and binded to a dark matrix. This is done through contracts to mortgages, cars, any contracts. Is a mortgage, a car payment, your security cameras, your electric bill. Are they considered karmic control? Are they considered karmic control? Think about it. Or any contract that you sign. including your job. It's a contract. Are you under karmic control? Yes. Your home has a lot of interest added onto your loan. In order to get the home, they bent your free will. They said if you want it, you're spending $50,000, you got to pay us back $25,000. So the home is $75,000. They bent your free will. Same thing with a car. Same thing with your electric bill, your cable bill, your telephone bill. If it's late, they charge you late fees. So they bended your free will. You got to pay it or it's not coming back on. You see the heavy illusions. Is not you paying late fees punishing you. Siphoning extra, harvesting extra, stealing extra. Currency of your energy on money is your spiritual inheritance. How can you win the game? How can we leave these situations and not be under karmic control? An action, an aggressive action, which produces a reaction. When you got to pay a late fee, do you not have a reaction? Your reaction is when they do the exchange. This is why I tell you, brothers and sisters, if you want to beat the game, stand at peace. Live in humility. Always be harmonious. Do not give these folks any emotional freedom in your life. Get them emotions in check. Because if you don't have them in check, they're going to siphon, harvest, and steal your energy. Let's get back to the contracts. How can we take our power back in a contract? A mortgage, a car, electric bill, cable bill, telephone bill. How can we remove ourselves from karmic control in the contracts? I want you to think about that for a minute. If the house is $50,000 and they're charging you $25,000 in interest for the house, how can I remove karmic control from the contract? What can I do? We're talking about a 30-year mortgage. What can I do to remove the karmic control? The aggressive action produced a reaction. The action was you bought the home for $75,000. The reaction from them was, well, if you want the home, gotta pay us $25,000 in taxes. In interest. How can you beat it? How can you remove that karmic control off of that contract? You're going to send your mortgage payment and extra money and apply it to the principal of the loan so that you don't have to pay back $25,000 in interest rate fees on that loan. I want everybody tonight to take back their power. You have a car loan. You want to beat the game. You have a 30-year mortgage. You don't want to pay it for 30 years. That means you're going to pay the $25,000 interest. You have a car. The car is $30,000. They're going to charge you $15,000 interest. Karmic control, right? They produced an action. Here's what we got. This is where we are. Do you accept it? You produced a reaction. You signed the contract. Unbeknown to you, the heavy illusions you didn't even see, the exchange they just did. To beat the game, you're not going to pay that car for 6 years. You're going to pay the $15,000, right? So to get out of the karmic control contract, you're going to send your payment off. And if you can send 2 in that month, send it. Tell them to apply it to the principal. Instead of you paying the car off in 6 years, you pay the car off in 4 years. That's 2 years, 24 months. That's 36 months that you don't have to pay interest. So if you have a mortgage, an electric bill, a cable bill, to stay out of karmic control, pay it. Don't be late. That is the siphoning, harvesting, and stealing of your spiritual inheritance unbeknown to you. You're going to cause a reaction, right? When you pay the late fee, you're going to have a reaction. You're not going to be happy about it. What did I say? You're going to go down in a low vibration, low self-esteem. They're going to send in that little frequency to lock in on you. We will just snatch that divine power and energy. Boop, you have a reaction, right? You're upset about it, right? Let me give you some more of my karmic debt. You have a car. a mortgage, anything that got a lot of interest rate on it, you should be sending in extra money. It could be $10, $20, $50. You should be sending in extra until I'm applied to the principal so that you don't have to pay back all that interest rate. You will realize they didn't teach you that in school or church, right? They did teach you reinforced, reconstructed, conditioned, programmed, brain washed, surface, life, conscious, mind set, right? You see the car, you're excited, and you know you're going to get it. Heavy illusion. They said, we got you approved. Yes, sir. Great. You excited. New car. You so happy. They said, Karmic Control. We're going to have them put their money into it, and when they can't pay it, Karmic Control. We're going to make them feel some type of way. And you know, brothers and sisters, I can talk about it because when I had to give my car back, right, it came down to the house or the car. The house or the car. The house or the car. Come get the car. And when the tow truck driver came to get the car and I gave him the keys, right, I came back in the house, fell down on the floor, started crying. And he heard me. He heard me from the driveway. He heard me, and he came and knocked on the door. And I came to the door, wiping my face and everything. And he was like, Carmela, you can get another car, but you should never get upset over anything materialistic in your life. If it's going to place a burden on your shoulders that you can't handle, it will take you down a path that will break you. And when he said that, I felt better. I went and prayed, meditated, grounded myself. And 5 years later, I bought a BMW, right? And the car made me more uncomfortable than any other car or SUV I ever had in my life. But Yahweh was showing me what the world tried to make you bad, I can always turn it into you're good. Because I'm like, how did I get approved for a BMW when I gave back not one car, 2 cars? 2. And then when I received the BMW, it gave me more problems than anything. Nobody would do the oil change on it. Stop sign I got to. Everybody saying, no, you go. And I'm like, no, you go. And they're like, you go. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I traded it in. I bought an SUV and been stuck there ever since. But see, karmic control. We don't think that people are watching us in the background, right? We don't think that. But there's always people in the background watching you, right? See, now that I'm spiritually awakened, right? I see below the veil. Yahweh takes me back before I was spiritually awakened, and he's showing me things. And he took me back to the day where I gave my car back, right? I fell out on the floor crying, having a fit. Somebody, listen to me, brothers and sisters, somebody knew. Are you listening to me? Somebody knew that car was going back that day. Somebody knew I was going to fall down on that floor and start crying. Somebody was siphoning my energy the whole time I was on that floor crying until Yahweh says, intervention. The tow truck driver. That was me, Bree. The tow truck driver was knocking on the door. Said, oh, no, 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 no. No crying. No crying. But Yahweh let me know now that I'm spiritually awakened. You know they were siphoning your energy, right? The whole time you was crying, the whole time you was down and out, the whole time your vibration was down low, the whole time your self-esteem just dropped and plummeted, boom. They were siphoning your energy. They was enjoying it. Karmic control. You want to beat the game. Keep your emotions in check. When somebody keeps picking a fight with you and they want to keep arguing and arguing and arguing and arguing, karmic control, they are feeding off of your energy, your power, right? And they're dumping their karmic debt. Boop. The whole time you arguing with them and cursing them out. Boop. And they stand there looking at you. In their mind, they laughing, cracking up, because you're giving them all of your divine power. Produces an action to receive a reaction. They produced an argument, boop, and you went and cursed them out with a reaction. You went and told them off with a reaction. And the person just standing there looking at you. And in their mind, they saying, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Keep cursing me out, keep arguing with me, keep fighting with me. They taking all your divine power, all your divine energy, and they're depleting your life force. How are they depleting your life force? They're causing trauma in your body. It takes strength, adrenaline, energy to curse somebody out, to argue with them, right? They taking it all in, all in, all in, all in, all in. And you know, I did not catch on to this tactic until somebody kept doing everything they could to make me argue with them. I'm like, oh, okay. The game. People get you in around your friend or your family, and they put you on blast. They make a joke about you, right? That embarrasses you, humiliates you. An action. Are you listening to me, brothers and sisters? I'm trying to teach you something here. They produce an action, right? They know you're going to go off on them, right? They expect it. Are you listening to me? They want you to go off on them. They sitting there siphoning, harvesting, and draining your energy. If somebody is bullying you, cyberbullying you, stalking you on the internet, spreading lies and rumors and smear campaigns on the internet, why are they doing it, brothers and sisters? They placed an illusion around you. Listen to me. This is a narcissist tactic to siphon, harvest, and steal your energy anywhere you are, even on your job. It's a tactic. So when they spread rumors on you, lies on you, and they do smear campaigns to defame your character online, they want you to argue with them. They keep saying, bring it, 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 bring it. Keep telling me off, keep telling me off, keep telling me off, keep telling me off. They siphoning, harvesting, and stealing your energy. They taking their karmic debt, boop. They telling you, keep it in, keep, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. Even if you write it out, cursing them out, you're writing it out, right? You're still using your emotions. You're still putting energy into it. When they read it, right? When they read your mean, nasty message, they pulling in your divine power. Remember what I said about the exchange. They need to pull you into the game, right? First, action, stalking, cyberbullying, lies, rumors, smear campaigns. Action. They need your reaction. To receive your authority. To cross over into your energetic signature. This is why when you talk back to these people, you stay professional. Don't give them no rise to make them high. Are you listening to me? That's called siphoning, harvesting, and stealing your energy. They want karmic control over you. And if you keep arguing back and forth, that's karmic control. They produce the action. Here you come with your reaction. They produce another action. Here you come with your reaction. They produce another action. Here you come with your reaction. That's called karmic control. If you see a couple that keeps arguing, action, reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction. They both energy vampires, feeding off of each other's power. During that exchange, where they become addicted to it, is high to them. So they keep performing an action. Reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction. What is that called when a couple does that constantly? Argue, fight, fuss, curse? Trauma binding. That's what that's called. So don't raise your voice. Don't snap out. Don't argue with nobody. Don't give them no high off your rise, brothers and sisters. Because in there, that time slot where you arguing, fussing, cursing, fighting, And they thinking the whole time you going off and they get that rise in your temple of worship, also known as your body. They sitting there exchanging. Doop. Let me give you this, that, and let me give you that, that, and let me give you this, that, and that, and that curse, and that curse, and that curse, and that curse, and that curse. Keep it coming. Ladies, let me give you an insight on a man, how he would do it in your life. You in a relationship with a man. He want to siphon your energy. He want to siphon it, steal it, harvest it. And he knows he's depleting your life force. He knows he's depleting it. So this is what he would do in your presence. You go to a restaurant. He gonna flirt with somebody. He's laying down the action. Are you following me, ladies? So that you can bring in a reaction. He's watching how you gonna respond. He didn't get back the juice, the energy, the power that he wanted to. So when you go to another place with him, he gonna go further on you. He's gonna place an action. He might hug her in front of you because he wants a bigger energy boost off of you. He wants to steal your divine power and energy, cause a upset trauma in your body, and then he's depleting your life force on top of it. If you're in a relationship, right, with a man, or it could be a woman, gentlemen, they do this too. It's called catfishing, but it's a catfishing, right, done under hidden spiritual warfare tact. Listen to me. You're in a relationship with a man. He going to catfish you. But while he's catfishing you, right, he going to siphon your energy at the same time. He's going to take somebody that you know, right? And he's going to keep comparing you to that person. He catfishing you with an action. He going to keep saying, well, such and such does this way. Excuse me. And such does it this way. And such know how to do it. Such and such does it better than you. Why can't you do it like such and such? Listen to me. He wants a quick boost of your divine power / energy to place you under karmic control. He's bending your free will to get you to argue, act out, shout, scream, get angry. I want you ladies to know the game. He wants to take his karmic debt, his karmic curses, and dump them into you, and you dump in your divine power, divine energy. He's going to get you to put a rise up in your temple of worship, also known as your body. He is going to get you to have a rise up. He is setting the action. I really want you sisters and brothers to get this. When he sets the action, He is putting the field. He's catfishing you to get in your reaction. In the exchange, you're going to be angry, cursing him out, telling him off, arguing with him. And the whole time, he's making the exchange, giving you his karmic debt, taking your good karma, giving you his bad karma, taking your good karma, giving him your good karma. He's taking and gifting you his bad karma, the karmic debt, the karmic curses. So when you ladies see a man comparing you to another woman, guess what? He is placing you under karmic control. A male too. If a woman's doing this to you, well, now, when I was married to such and such, he did it this way. Or when I was married to such and such, he did it this way. When I was going out with Bobby, he did it this way. When I was going out with Michael, he did it this way. Brothers, they got you under karmic control. It's a manipulation of the frequency of the energy. They bringing it in to you. So your wife or your girlfriend may say something like that, right? She's laying the reaction, brothers. Laying it, right? You're going to come in with a reaction. She's going to siphon out your good energy, your good divine power. Cause a reaction in your temple. You're going to get upset about this one, right? Meanwhile, she pulling you in. All that divine energy. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Give it to me. I'm going to cause your temple to get upset too. And then I'm going to deplete your life force. Men, women, when they cheat on purpose. How are you listening to me? It's called karmic control. They know for a fact you're going to respond to that action. They know you are. They know you're going to curse them out, tell them off. And the whole time you sitting there doing that, you're bringing trauma to your body. Right? She pulling in. Give it to me. Give it to me. Divine power, divine energy, divine power, divine energy. The longer you argue, the more the exchange takes place. She bringing that trauma up in your body. When you bring trauma up in your body, brothers and sisters, you don't increase, you decrease. Your self-esteem goes down. Your vibration drops down. Remember, light is up. Darkness is down. She's trying to get you down. This is how domestic violence is done. It's called karmic control. The person makes all kinds of bad remarks. Oh, you're fat. Nobody else is going to want you but me. The wife goes and says, I was thinking about, trying to go be a singer. Oh, you'll never be a singer. Who told you could sing? You can't sing. Ain't nobody going to listen to you. Gaslighting you. Karmic control. Dropping you down into a low vibration, low self-esteem. Locking in a frequency. Stealing your energy. Whole time you sad, down, out, depressed. And he taking. You feeling bad, right? It's all in your temple of worship, also known as your body. It's going through the motions. I'm sad, depressed, upset. down exactly where he wanted you to be. And every time you're going through all emotions, you're depleting your life force. And he's just taking it, taking it, taking it. What he really is, he dumping on you. I'll never be nothing, but you don't know. So I'm going to just drop it on you. Ladies, recognize karmic control. If they're controlling you, tell you what you can wear, what you can eat, what you can buy, where you can go. If you go somewhere, they saying, come home. Karmic control. An action of taking your free will, bending it to cause a reaction from you. One that's going to pay them very well with your energy. And this is why I tell people, you want to master loving yourself, then you need to get in complete control of your emotions, because that is how they siphon, harvest, and steal your energy. People will watch a person in the store. Y'all ain't listening to me. Y'all ain't listening. They will watch a person in the store going off, cursing somebody out. And that person will stand there to siphon, harvest, and steal that person's energy that they're giving out and transfer their karmic debt into their energy. Brothers and sisters, why do you think people pull out their cell phones when something's happening? The person that they're recording, think about it. The person that they're recording, are they in a high vibration or low vibration, brothers and sisters? They're in a low vibration, low self-esteem. That's right where they want you to be. Where they can siphon, harvest, and steal your energy. They take it home. The recording. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. They take the recording of someone that got beat down or somebody that has something else done to them, where it locked them down to low self-esteem, low vibration. These folks are very demented. Okay? They will take it home, right? Do a ritual, ceremony. This is deep, right? As that person is going off, fighting, cursing them out, arguing. As the person is going off, right? They're playing this in their house. And they're sitting there chanting. Chanting to get that energy. Transferring their karmic debt and karmic generational curses to that person. How can they do it? They have the person's energy recorded on their phones. This is what the cults and covens don't want me to get out to you, but I'm going to get it out anyway. That's what they don't want you to know. So any rise up in your energy, people going to record it. They trying to steal it, siphon it, and harvest it for them. Don't become a victim to these people. Don't argue with them on the internet. And this is why I tell people, master loving yourself first. You need to heal all childhood wounds and worldly traumas, because if you do not heal your childhood wounds and your worldly traumas, somebody is always going to tempt you because you did not heal them and they know it. So they're going to trigger you in that specific locked time set in your childhood wounds. A lot of people don't realize that people are under karmic control because they didn't heal their childhood wounds. They didn't heal their worldly traumas. People play in that upon you. They know if you was abandoned, they're going to abandon you so you can act out. They know you didn't get no love, so they're not going to love you the right way to make you act out. Are you following me, brothers and sisters? These are the type of things they don't want you to know. You never want to put yourself in a predicament where you have to argue with anybody, fight with anybody, walk away. Do not think they are recording you because it's going to go on TikTok or YouTube for money. No, brothers and sisters, they're recording you for the energy you're putting out. They want to siphon, harvest, or steal it from you. And they'll record you. They'll take you home, put you on the altar. They'll chant while you going off. How dare you? You going all that, you doing all that, right? And they just like, yeah, this one I'm gonna take home, put on my altar, do a ritual and a ceremony. I need that energy, man. I need it. And then they're gonna exchange it. Boop. And send it back to you. These are all acts of karmic control, brothers and sisters. We hear about the karmics, right? Spiritual warfare is deep. That's why they have the word hidden in front of it, because it is deep. It is very well hidden with heavy illusions on this planet to keep it from you. So if you want to win at the game called life, away from these folks on the outside of you, master loving yourself first. Master loving yourself first. Get your emotions in check. If you can keep your emotions in check, you won the game. You know when to turn them on and to turn them off. You win the game. They can't touch you. But in order to get your emotions in check, you have to heal childhood wounds and worldly traumas first. You can heal. Get your emotions in check. Know when to turn them on and turn them off. You can beat them at their game. Don't allow your mortgages and your car payments and your bills to keep you in karmic control. We talked about what you can do. I don't care if it's $5. $5 a week can take contract years off of your contract. Because you never want to be indebted to somebody under a karmic. Who is controlling you. We have people in marriages, relationships, who is under karmic control. They don't even realize it because the heavy illusion is there so much they don't even realize it. They think everything's fine. Nope. Confirmation. They think their marriage is fine, their relationship is fine, and the whole time they're under karmic control. The person is just siphoning, stealing, and harvesting their energy over and over and over and over again. They keep starting an argument. That's an energy vampire. I would run away from that person. I don't care who it is. It could be your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your sister, your brother. It could be your mother or father. They can get a rise out of you. They get to feed off of you. And you don't want to become anyone's victim under karmic control. Brothers and sisters, tonight you learned about karmic control. Apply these things to your life so that people cannot take advantage of your kindness and make it your weakness. Let me be the first to say I'm a witness. I went through it, know all about it, can read it, hear it, and see it being done to people as I'm watching people do it to them. This is why I want to get this out. This was a very huge lesson Yahweh taught me, that it was not easy because he showed me different karmic controls in every aspect of my life for years on this planet. And I don't want you to fall into those chains and binds of this dark matrix when they try to do it to you. We broke through the illusions, new earth, new kingdom world. We are separating from the old world, old paradigms. This is why you're learning all of these things. And the new earth. When you come upon someone in your life who's trying to bring karmic control over you, you're going to recognize this person is not of the new earth, new kingdom world. This person is of the old world, and it's time for me to get away from them. Because if I stay with them, I will never, ever win. You want to be a winner? Recognize. Try to get out of. Take care of anything in your life that you feel is karmic control. Pay off your mortgage earlier. Pay off your car payment earlier. Get from under the chains and binds of these folks on the outside of you trying to make you become their prisoner so that they can keep making those exchanges, keeping you stuck, chained and binded, while they get richer and richer and wealthier off of your spiritual inheritance. Break through the illusions. Come in to win with Yahweh and your ancestors so that they can give you the same downloads that they're giving me to give to you. Cannot receive these messages below the veil if you're stuck in the old world. The old world is living on the outside of you. The new world, the new kingdom, is living on the inside of the sanctuary. That is where we get truth and clarity. Too many frequencies out here manipulating the energies. No thanks. I trust my Heavenly Father. I trust my ancestors, and they're inside of me, not out here. So if you want to get to your spiritual inheritance, come into it. Detach away from this old world. We're evolving, ascending, elevating into the universe. And the old world no longer exists on this planet. And if you don't catch up to where we are, there's going to be more and 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 more separation. Do you see my hands on the screen? You won't be able to come back. You won't be able to catch up. We're showing you the way on how to get on the new earth, new kingdom world. But that debt and those karmic curses and those childhood wounds and those worldly traumas, that toxicity and those poisons cannot come. They can't come. And as long as you stay in that world, they're going to keep you on a karmic wheel. You're going to keep on getting karmic cycle after karmic cycle, karmic cycle after karmic cycle, karmic cycle after karmic cycle, karmic cycle after karmic cycle. That wheel will keep going. Do you have that much life in you where your wheel of karmic will can keep going? While they keep making exchange after exchange after exchange after exchange after exchange. You can't see nothing. You in an illusion. Meanwhile, they doing exchange. They taking your spiritual inheritance a little bit at a time. A little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. Little bit, little bit, little bit. Little bit, little bit. They got you on a, we'll get their spiritual inheritance every Friday. Did you hear the confirmation? We'll get it every Friday because they're going to be hanging out with each other drinking. Did you hear the confirmation? They're going to be drinking anyway. So we can hold off the reality. We can hold off the dimension. We can hold off taking them from this reality, this realm, this dimension, and we can put them on another one. Because they all going to come back together again on Friday. So we get to siphon again. And then when they come back next week, we'll siphon again. And then we'll just keep depleting their energy, depleting their life force. They don't know. We got an illusion up. Bring in the alcohol, bring in the drugs, bring in the unprotected sex. Are you following me, brothers and sisters? If they can find a way to bring trauma into your body, your temple of worship, they can find a way to bring your temple of worship into anxiety, stress, despair, worry and panic, fear. They got you. When they can't touch you. So start doing the work so you can get on this new earth, new kingdom world. Because we're leaving. We're going up and up and up and up and down and down and down. We're on a new earth, new kingdom. We're telling you what's going on. You're saying what's going on. So our words are truth and clarity. And the more we speak truth and clarity, the more illusions they throw up for y'all. Break through the illusions. Break through the illusions. Because they want to keep you stuck in the old world. Chained and binded. In a dark matrix where you can't see anything. Growth. We don't want you to grow. Expand. Definitely not. Elevate. Absolutely not. Ascend to higher levels in the universe. Learn a new spiritual language. Oh, heck no. You ain't getting none of that. Put the sales on the alcohol. Get them Rice Krispies, those gummies. Get them out there. Get that marijuana juice out there. We need people to be in despair. We need to siphon, harvest, and steal. And we'll let them hang off for a little bit. Yeah. Then we got to take them out. So their handlers say, well, all right, handler. All right, we're looking at the surveillance, the satellites. How many people you say was over in New York that get intoxicated and do drugs? They go out when? All right, so you handle the ones that, go out on Fridays. Look at them on the satellite. Let us know how many's there, all right? All right, and you said over in Maryland, how many people go out on every Saturday night? All right, well, you handle them. Let us know. Let us know. You're getting what? Stuck. And they're getting what? Richer. Wealthier. How? Off of your spiritual inheritance. That's how. Is that what you're going to continue to do? Let them steal your spiritual inheritance where your ancestors worked very hard for you to break karmic generational curses, and then somebody just comes and says, you know what? I'll take that. There will be no empires for you. They will be for me. They will be for my bloodline. They will be for my lineage. They will be for my generations, not yours. Take back your power, brothers and sisters. Wear your crowns boldly, brothers and sisters. And don't leave that throne for anybody. The sanctuary. Nobody can get in. But and when you get in, Yahweh definitely is going to make sure you win. Without a doubt. Now, when you come out, there's a lot of space around you with a lot of doubt. See through the veil and break the illusions. I would like to thank all the earthly tribes. I would like to thank all my brothers and sisters on the platforms. Y'all are beautiful. I love y'all. I do. You have inspired me, motivated me, cried with me, hugged me. I thank Yahweh that on this journey, I received the opportunity to meet each and every one of you. None of us knew our true, authentic soul tribe families. None of us knew. We never knew that Yahweh created the internet just so that we could meet each other, just so that we could support each other, elevate each other, just so that we could laugh with each other, cry with each other, hug each other, support, elevate, and ascend with each other. They created the internet for bad. And yet Yahweh says, oh, no, no, no. I created it for the good of my people. And that's exactly who each and every one of us, we are here tonight. Thank you all for everything. I am forever grateful to Yahweh, grateful to my ancestors. I'm meeting some very, very, very great people in my life. I thank you for your protection. I'm so grateful. I'm thank you for your prayers. I'm grateful. I thank you for your support. I love each and every one of you. And this is my calling to be here for you. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the materialistic things. I don't care about the assets. Frequencies. I will live in the abundance of Yahweh. He always takes care of me. Very good care. And I want to give out his goodness, his blessings, his unconditional agape love to each and every one of you. Because if it wasn't for Yahweh, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for my ancestors, I wouldn't be here. It's because of Yahweh and my ancestors. They saved my life. I was supposed to make a left, and they said, make a right. I was supposed to go up, and they said, come down a little. I said, let me go over there. And they said, no, 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 no. Come back over here. They saved my life. And I am grateful to them for it. Be grateful for your ancestors who protect you spiritually on this planet. They worked hard to get this prophecy of 2024 on this planet that's getting ready to go out. They did hard work to get you to this point. Don't disappoint them. Pay off your karmic debt. Break every karmic generational curse so that you can get into your spiritual inheritance before other people steal it from you. Your spiritual inheritance is abundance. People know all about your spiritual inheritance is abundance. So they try to keep you stuck, chained, and binded in karmic control. Break free, brothers and sisters. Break free. I am Prophet One Kind, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. I'm going to go do a little bit of dancing with the drums with my ancestors as they celebrate me in the kingdom. I'm going to join them. Have a very blessed and fulfilled night. I am Prophet One Kind. Until next time, blessings.